All right, in this particular video, what we're going to discuss is we're going to discuss how to do class planning. Now, class planning goes a little bit beyond your normal class templates in that it gives us a lot more information that we can predefine, and we have a module for going ahead and using those predefined class plans to set up actual classes for a given month. So let's go in and take a look at the class planning module. And the class planning module, we can set up these various themed classes, if you will. So say I have a class where I really want to focus on kicks. So I set up a focus on kicks class. Now if we come in and take a look at the focus on kicks class, we can see that it's set up on the normal class template. But this is a special class where we want to cover specific things, right? So a class template just says, hey, we're having class at this time on this date, and so forth. Normally taught by this instructor. Here we can take that even further and say I want to work on just this stuff. Let's take a look at the screen. We have a name for the class. We can tell in the class that this is a class that focuses on the kicks, and you can see from here this goes onto the calendar. So when you add this class to your month, then an entry will be added to the calendar to reflect that, and anyone who logs into the system can see this is a class that's scheduled for the month. Over here, this description actually gets added to the class under the class plans. Over here we have the same box that you saw on the attendance screen where we can take activities and move them over, and what this will do is this will pre-populate these activities when we create the class. All right? So that's what the template looks like. Now let's go on to schedule the class plans. So when we click on schedule, you can see that it's going to pull up the current month, and everything in green are classes that are already scheduled. So we see that we've got February's pretty full up. March, we've already done that through the add series. So let's move on to April. And in April, we see that April is clear. So what I want to do is I want to select focus on kicks, and for Tuesday, the 2nd, I'm going to add this plan to the selected date. On the 9th, we're going to do the punching class. So I'm going to add that plan to the selected date. And on the 16th, we're going to have a discussion class. So I'm going to add that class. Now you'll notice these classes are added in red. That means that we have planned them, but they are still in the proposed stage. We have not actually added them to the calendar yet. If I want to go ahead and actually add these to the calendar, or to the class calendar, then I can hit the schedule button. Let's go ahead and add these to the overall school calendar as well, so that anybody logging in can take a look and see what's coming up as far as the classes go. So I'm going to hit schedule, and you'll notice that these now turn green. That means that they have been added to the calendar. Well, let's go see for our April schedule exactly what this did. First of all, we'll come over to class management, and we will see that in April, on the 2nd, you'll see that we have a normal class added. The activities for kicks have already been added, and there's our plan that we had put into place. If we come in and edit the class, you'll see that the class description is focus on kicks. So the name of that class plan that we gave it goes into the description. All right, if we go in and we click on the 9th, I'm sure we will see our punching class. And this is our punching class, and you'll see that the activities for punching have already been added. And the 16th, you'll see that the discussion topics have been added as well. If we look at the list, the monthly class summary, we will see that April comes up, and there's our 3 classes that we added through class planning. But here's the interesting part, is that when we come over here to our home page and we go over to April, we can see that these are added to the calendar, and any student that logs in can see these items on the calendar. So that's a little bit about the class planning module. If you have certain curriculum that you want to do over time, or say you have a particular class that you felt worked well and you wanted to do it again, then you can create that class plan template, and that will go ahead and define extra information for you, and then you can use the class planning module to schedule those classes and get everything set up. So that's the class planning module.